Hi everybody, it's Cookie Lou in Arizona. It is 5 to 2 and I have been out and about since 10 a.m. and I just got back. I had a lot of things to do. I had to go to the cardiac doctor and have a consult with him about getting a clearance check for surgery. They went and got a blood test for my Warfarin clinic to see if my platelets are good. I went to the store. I went to 3 places for blood. They were Sonora Quest has got 2 locations close to my house. And they were, every seat was taken. All the snowbirds are back, and I guess they're all getting blood work done. So needless to say, I couldn't wait. I had other appointments. So I decided to not go with Dr. Robin Blackstone that I've been talking about for a while. I made like 3 appointments with her, and 3 times she blew me off. I mean, if the woman is spread that thin that she can't keep a new patient appointment because of some emergency, she's not the one for me. So she's scratched off the list, and I went to another doctor that I had seen 5 years ago when I was first. Knew of him. I read about him when I was looking for my first surgery, my VSG surgery. And he's at St. Luke's. He works with St. Luke's Hospital here in Arizona. They have a big bariatric program. And his name is Dr. Schuster. And he's about 20 years younger than the other one, so I like that better too. And I had a consultation with him. I got in to see him right away. I didn't have to wait 4 months like the other one. Still never got to see her. And just a heads up, if you want to see a doctor for any reason and they give you all this criteria and forms to fill out, and they want all your personal information, health information, personal information, and you have to wait 2, 3, 4 months for an appointment to see them, don't waste your time. Don't waste your time. Because nobody should have to wait that long to see a doctor, new patient or not. So anyway, I went to see Dr. Schuster, and I talked to him about my history. I told him that I had the sleeve and what my problems were with the sleeve and my constant stalling issues that I had from month 3 after surgery, and just progressed forward, and how I'm now starting to regain. He said, well, that happens, the stomach does stretch. He didn't mention, a gastric bypass because of my sweet tooth, and that'll keep me from eating sugar and carbs, etc. And I would get very sick. I would dump. I said, yeah, I know all about that. I said, I know a lot of people that have had a gastric bypass, and some don't dump, some never dump, some dump less than they did before, some dump all the time. The thing about the gastric bypass with me is that to convert to that would mean cutting my sleeve, which is already a little sliver of a banana, cutting it down even smaller into a pouch. And I wasn't thrilled about that. I wasn't thrilled about having to cut my sleeve down any further. And talking with my cardiologist today, he agreed that that wouldn't probably be a good idea, because every time they go in surgically into the same place, there's scar tissue that's building up, and there's damage to the remaining tissue around where the sutures are. And he says it's best to leave it alone, And I said, well, that was my thought. I just let the sleeve be, let it alone, let it be. And let's just continue on with the second half of the surgery, which would be the anastomosis in 2 places, which is connections in 2 places and changing the intestines around, which is what they would have to do with the bypass anyway. But this is a little bit more difficult, a little bit more tedious surgery. But it is the most effective. And he guaranteed me, Dr. Schuster guaranteed me, that I will lose weight with the DS. And I will have little to no regain, unless I go absolutely crazy with carbohydrates, and then I'd have a lot of bathroom issues, which will keep me, I won't dump, but I'll have some uncomfortable time in the bathroom if I overindulge in sugars and stuff. I says, well, I wouldn't overindulge in anything. I would give up carbs and sugar 100% as long as I knew the surgery that I was working with was working for me, you know. So anyway, it's not as if I'm still thinking about it, although I could always change my mind if I decide I don't want to do it. But we just said, okay, he said, let's do the DS. Considering, you know, the 5 years that you're out with the sleeve. I said, do you think after 5 years I can get my sleeve to kick in and work to lose another 100 pounds? And he went, no. So he says the revision would work well for you. So anyway, we pretty much green lighted that I will have do Ordinal Switch revision, and we're in the process now of getting all the documentation that is needed for the insurance company, which would be Medicare. I spoke with his patient advocate, Jackie, who's wonderful. She's so sweet, so understanding. She knows exactly, you know, what obese people go through. She said that she would take care of all the paperwork. If I have any questions, to call her up. And she's right there in the same building with Dr. Schuster. And Dr. Schuster, although they're with a bariatric program, which is under Bridges, is the name of it's a Center for Surgical Weight Management. It's called Bridges. He is affiliated with Physicians Group of Arizona, surgical specialists. And he's been with Bridges and working out of St. Luke's Hospital for over 15 years. So, you know, he knows his stuff, and it's very nice. And so anyway, that's where I am, folks. I'm just proceeding forward with whatever I need to do to get a surgical date. So, okay, that's that about that. And look, this is for Connie. Look what I'm doing. The Calming Coloring Book. This delightful book offers a wide and enticing range of gorgeous designs and scenes for you to color in and make your own. The images and patterns of floral provide a relaxing way to explore the artist inside you. By following your creative instincts, you will de-stress your mind and body and be rewarded with a portfolio of beautiful finished artwork. And it is so true. I am so relaxed when I'm doing this. And I went to Hobby Lobby, you know, and Connie, you know, has been talking about doing this. I said, oh, Connie, I got to get me a coloring book. I finally got a coloring book. And this is the first one I did with the colored pencils. And very calming, very relaxing. This is one I'm working on now. I'm not finished with it. And I did this one here. I really enjoyed it. And I did this one here. And I did this one here. I sit down at the table. I have the television on, which I never look at. And then I do my coloring. This was a fun one to do as well. I love putting the colors and blending the colors together. And I think this one here is another nice one that I did. I did a lot of shading and blending of different colors, and I really liked the tulips. And I think there's one more that I finished here. This one is one of my favorites too. And being a floral designer for so many years and recognizing all these various flowers and pretty much knowing what they look like, I really have a good time. So those are the only ones that I've done so far. So Connie, I'm doing coloring books. And it's a lot of fun. I suggest anybody out there that, you know, I don't knit, I don't crochet, you know, I don't paint, I don't want to do that. But this is a nice way of relaxing your hours and stimulating your mind and your artistic ability. And that's what I've been doing. I've been really enjoying it. Okay, guys, so that's about it. That's the update on my surgery, upcoming surgery, and I'm looking forward to it. And it took a lot of thinking. It did. It took a lot of thinking, a lot of time, tossed around a lot of pros and cons about doing it. And bottom line is, I don't feel good with the weight. My back is, and my joints and my knees are really upset carrying this weight. I never got down to or even close to my goal weight with the VSG. It just didn't work well for me, and I did put a lot of effort into it. And I own the moments when I screwed up out of frustration and anger and disappointment because the weight just wasn't coming off. Everything stalling. I don't want to deal with it anymore. So, as a result, I'm going to kick this obesity demon in the ass once and for all. And this way, with the revision surgery, actually, it's not really considered a revision. Revision is if you have a sleeve or bypass or something, and something's not working well with it, and they revise that surgery. When you're going into something different, although this isn't really something different, it's just the second half of the first half of the surgery that I already had. It's considered a conversion. So I'm going from a vertical sleeve to a DS, converting to a DS. Or going to, let's say if you had a gastric band and you were converting to a gastric bypass, that would be a completely different operation. So this is kind of like a semi-conversion because half the operation for a duodenal switch is the sleeve, and I've already done that. So it should be a simple 2 hours, 2.5 hours at the most surgery. I'll keep you updated on that, folks. Just want to say hello. The election's over, thank God, because I'm sick to death. My candidate did not win. Being a New Yorker and knowing of Mr. Trump all my adult life, I think the way he handled himself throughout this whole campaign was disgraceful. And it just showed me a very poor character in the man. You know, everybody votes for who they want to vote for. I just hope that now that he has the seat, that he does good by this country and doesn't make any stupid, foolish moves. So I'm going to just pray that that his angels, that everybody's got them, regardless of their morals or character, there's always angels around everybody, that they steer him in the right direction and keep him calm and intelligent in the decisions that he makes. Either way, I'm glad it's over. Okay, everybody, have a wonderful week. Bye.